Good morning, traders. So how are we going to trade the Aussie today? So yesterday being a public holiday in the US, obviously there wasn't much going on. Um, but this level that we spoke about yesterday has been, or hasn't really been tagged, almost been tagged, but this inside tail here has definitely been hit a second time. So let's just get down to the 30 minutes. Okay, so you can see Friday was very much a day of a little squirt down and then range. And then here we had a bit of a gap down at the bottom of the range, and then we sat in a range again. So a couple of things here. So obviously this is the top of the range, okay, and you can see how it lines up with the 200 moving average. But what we're looking for is fractional break. So I'm looking for this fractional break on the half hour, provided that the alligator stays like this and starts pointing to the upside, then that would be an indication that we're going up. Okay. Alternatively, if we break through this fractal here, okay, then we have indication that the move is the downside. So why I'm pretty sure on those two fractals is basically the position of price in relation to the alligator. So alligator is sleeping right now. So there's no movement. In other words, it's sleeping. It is ranging. Okay, and we could see this as a double bottom, or just see it as bottom of range. Okay, which is also possible. Okay, so quite simple. A break below 5220. So we need to. Okay, so a break between 5225. Just I'm adding a few on there just to be safe. That would give us a move to the downside, and more than likely I would expect profit taking to happen at 51940. Okay. Now 51940 held quite nicely yesterday, and obviously a break to the upside of 52432 would give us a move back to the upside. Okay, now that is kind of the way I see this at the moment. There's nothing really to read into what happened yesterday. It was really just a drop to the low, and then the buyer stepped in, and then we just raged. So nothing really to write home about. If you are long at the moment, there's no reason to get out. I would move my stop up though. So my stop would be below these two tails here. Okay, I'm not in. I didn't even bother trading yesterday. There was nothing really exciting for me. And, typical Monday, public holiday, traffic. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for at the moment. Is we are ranging, and I'm expecting a break either side of this. My bias is pretty much nothing at the moment. Whichever way we go is the direction that I see us moving in. So I just want to get to the 4 hour. Okay, you see we did have this pin bar on the 4 hour, and then we had a confirmation bar, and then we pulled back. So there is a possibility that this was just a little bit of a pullback, and we're now moving to the upside. There's also the possibility that we've broken through the alligator on the 4 hour, and we are now consolidating for a move to the downside. Okay, so if we do fall back to the bottom here, and we do break below the low of yesterday, then you have a potential swing trade set up for a visit down to pretty much this inside tail here, and you can see the tails to the left line up with that. So that measured move would be around 50,485. Okay, so that is the one scenario. The other scenario is that we're going to consolidate, and then we're going to move the upside. If we do move to the upside, you do have some resistance up here, okay? So we've obviously got this inside tail here, and then we have this inside tail. So to the upside, we would have targets of 527.60 and 530.80. Okay, so those would be upside movement. The fact that we're below the alligator on the 4 hour is a bit concerning, and I think we are sort of on the 1 hour, we are going into a period of consolidation. Okay, we've also got the 200 moving average here, so really difficult to call which way we're going to go. And you can see even on the 12-minute we are now ranging at the moment. Okay, so that's kind of the play that I would have, and you can fine tune this. Maybe not. That's not worth fine tuning in actual fact. Look for a break of this level. I know there's another fractal here, but this is a fractal on the half hour and the hour. Okay, I think, yeah, and the hour. So that is the fractal that we need to break. Now what may happen, you may break this one and then find support here and then move to the upside. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for at the moment. I really don't have a bias on what direction we're going at the moment, so we are ranging, so I'm looking for a break either side of this for us to move. What I will say though is any form of bullish action at any of these levels here would get me long, and it's just something else to point out. Okay, so it doesn't matter which way I draw it. Okay, so that could be seen as a bit of a consolidation break and retest and a second retest. It could also be seen as, take it from there, there's another one, or alternatively this is a megaphone formation. Okay, so there is a possibility that this is a move to the upside and this is just consolidation for another move to the upside. If it fails, then obviously we're looking for a move to the downside. So for me, I need a break of this little range. As soon as we get a break of that range, that'll give me confidence of which direction we're going. If we do break the upside, then that to me would be a fairly decent swing trade setup. And based on the strong move to the upside, pull back, and now I need a second move to the upside, and at least a revisit of this previous high here, which is 539.60. Okay, that's kind of my take on this at the moment. We'll have to wait and see what price action does. So if this consolidation breaks to the downside, definitely look for that short scalp. It's not going to be much, about 240 points. If we see any bullish reaction here, I'll be back in for the long. If we do start breaking the upside, then definitely take the long. And it's probably going to be well worth the 300-point stop loss, because if we do break the upside, there's a very good possibility we go up to the upside. Remember, we've got a magnet of a previous high, and we've got a magnet of a gap. We've also got a magnet of a breakout, which is this level here. So first things first, you've got a 600-point trade to there. Then you've got another breakout here. So you've got 970-point trade there, and then you have a 1,300-point trade to the gap, and you've got a 1,500-point or 1,470-point trade to the previous high. Okay, so that's kind of what my take is on the Aussie. Whatever happens here is what's going to dictate. Any move to the downside is a scalp because we are in a strong uptrend. Any move to the upside, there is a possibility we can break through here and continue moving to the upside and get a measured move. Okay, and that measured move is quite significant because it would be pretty much this entire move here. Okay, and we just go look what there on the weekly. You can see it starts moving back to the previous highs. Okay, so that's my take on this today, and yeah, and we should get a break out of this pretty early in the morning. I'd reckon you should already see in the pre-trading what's going to happen. Okay, um, that's that for that, and yeah, hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Enjoy your day. Cheers.